going on for the current energies for this weekend. So, yeah, let's start with our Aries and let's move all the way around. I'm trying to get myself set up over here. All right, I hope you guys are all doing well. It is Friday in my neck of the woods. So, it's been a busy, busy week. So, let's see what the energies are like. I don't know about you guys, but it seems like the week has been like flying by. All of a sudden, it's Monday. Next thing you know, it's Sunday. It's like I don't know what's going on. But it seems like time is definitely flying. All right, so let's begin with all of our Aries. I am using the Wisdom of the Oracle um, tarot deck. Well, it's not a tarot deck, it's an oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. So let's see what is going on. And we're going to start with all of my Aries. So if you are Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, stick around. There may be a message in this reading for you. And as always, please take what works, leave what doesn't. So I am picking up that there is some energy around work with you. So maybe some of you guys are really working hard. Maybe you'll be working over the weekend. But let's see. Your first card out is that of exchanging gifts. But look, it comes up reverse. So I feel as if there's this imbalance with somebody who you are working with or dealing with. And, there's this energy of inflexibility. So I am feeling a little bit of contentious energy between you and someone else, Aries, coming into the weekend. But I feel as if it will end up in a very good outcome. All right. So I think you go in button heads. Things are really a bit, unbalanced. And I think, it comes to light. A lot of times it usually takes a situation to kind of really bring out the fact that, you don't help me and I need more help. And, I keep doing this, but you're not doing this, So I feel as if this weekend kind of brings this to a head. So just be prepared, to, bend a little bit. And, maybe this is an opportunity, Aries, to really clear the air and bring up a conversation that needs to be brought up between you and someone else. And bottom of the deck, we do have poised coming up reverse. So I feel as if, it's one of these things. You know how like when we have something that we've been wanting to say and it's like there's never a good time. It's just like, well, I'm going to wait till the right time to tell them. I'm going to wait until this happens. And after that, then I'm going to tell them. And I feel like you are put in a situation, Aries, where now's the right time. There is no, well, I'll wait, So I think there's no time like the present to kind of hash out whatever it is that needs to be hashed out. All right, Aries? So that's what I've got for you. Now, let's turn to our Taurus. We have a few people in the house. Hi, everyone. Thanks for popping in. Really appreciate you. So, let's see what's going on with all my Taurus. Taurus. What's happening with the Taurus? All right, Taurus. First card out for you is happy. So I feel as if there's something really good coming through. So there is an energy around you that something comes to pass and you're really excited. So I love that for you. And then we have, the thinker. So don't question it, all right? So I'm feeling like there might be some kind of a lucky happening or something comes across and all of a sudden, you're like, wow, I can't believe that just happened. Don't question it. I feel as if it's almost a divine gift from the universe. So take it, and I feel as if it opens up a door, to finally move on or move forward from a situation that you've been really hanging on to. So this is really exciting. I feel like this is really, really great for you. So yeah, it's time to make some changes and some shifts and whatever it is that comes through this weekend, I feel as if you are finally really ready to make these moves and these changes. So this is a nice weekend for you because I feel as if, you're in a good mood, things are moving along and I like that. I like that for you. All right. So, all right, let's turn back our attention to the next sign, Gemini. So I like Taurus is going to have a good weekend. Gemini. What's going on for all of my Gemini? Grateful, thankful to each one of you. Gemini. What's going on for my gems? Gemini. All right. Ready? Hi, Kelly. So nice to see you. I like your new name, Soul Star Seer. That's pretty deep. Nice to have you in the house. All right, let's see what's going on for my Gemini. Gemini, we have the card of Imagine coming out and Loyal Heart. I like this because I feel like it's a dream coming true. So for Gemini, all right, we do have, let's go to the distance here as your final outcome for the weekend. So I feel as if, there is an energy around really being able to see, I want to say the manifestation of some kind of a dream, and I think you see the end. So there's something that you have been really dedicated to. You have been really, really wanting. I feel as if you may be working with someone. You are a Gemini, and this is your Gemini season. So happy birthday, Gemini. But I do feel like with Loyal Heart and Imagination, there is some kind of a connection, something you have been working with somebody, or you've been wanting to get with somebody. I feel as if it has a real positive result. And I do feel like whatever it is that you are kind of in motion around, whether this is, some project or maybe this is a connection that you have, I do feel as if, this is almost as if you are reaching up and things are starting to manifest. Really nice energy. I feel like you have the key to whatever it is that needs to happen in your life to continued happiness. But there is a caution here, all right? I feel as if, Gemini, there is something that you need to let go of, all right? So, as long as you are moving forward, maybe this is just what you need to release something that has been holding you back. Because now that you see the finish line, Gemini, I feel like, maybe some of you have really worked hard on something, right? You've really worked hard on something and you've just wondered whether or not it was ever going to, show any kind of results. Whatever this is, Gemini, I'm feeling really positive that this weekend you're going to be really excited at really seeing that you really are reaching the end of whatever it is that you've been wanting to complete. So great energy for you. All right, let's move on to my Cancers. Hey everyone, how are you? Thanks for being in here. Don't forget to drop a like. That really helps me out. Cancer, what's going on? You're feeling like you're down and out. Your luck has run out. There is an energy about, almost giving up that, your luck is just, it's just not happening for you. But I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that at all. I feel like this is almost like you in your head not really seeing or believing that life is about to turn around. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Let's see. By the book. I feel like, you've got to break away from structures that are restricting you, Cancer. All right. So I think this weekend, rather than, waiting for luck to land in your lap, I feel like you are going to make that luck change. There is something you need to finish, all right? And I feel like until you complete something, you can't move on. So if you've been feeling stuck and like things just aren't happening for you, I feel like that's one of these energies that, you need to look at. It's just like, say you want to start a new project and you've got 15 others just waiting here to be completed, and now you want to start something new. So I feel like this weekend it's about, just kind of wrapping things up and putting things together so that you can clear the air so that good things can start to come. Because when we're hanging on to things that because it's like, hanging on to a storyline, it's just like, you got to let things go. All right. We have to accept our past. We have to accept our past, and we have to be able to not worry about what's to come and just really be present. But I am feeling like this weekend, it's really important that you start closing things up. Maybe you started to clean out your closet and you never finished it. Finish cleaning out your closet. Maybe it's one of these things where, you started to get the garden into the ground, but then you kind of stopped. Maybe this weekend you go back to the garden. So you get my drift, Cancer. This is a weekend where you really have to go back and complete some of these things that you have left uncompleted. All right, you'll feel better about it. I mean, honestly, you really will. When we have things dangling out in space, it's always weighing on us that, oh my gosh, I got to go back and finish that. Oh my gosh, I got to go back and do this. This weekend, go back and just complete whatever you can. Knock it out the door so it's done, finally put away, and you can just kind of enjoy the space. All right, let's move on to my Leos. Leo, Leo, Leo. What's going on for all of my Leos? Grateful, thankful to my Leos today. I hope you're having a good day. We're moving into your season. This is the summer, so Leo should be starting to shine bright. So let's see what the messages are for you, Leo. Grateful, thankful to all of you. Leo, we have this exchanging gifts. So some of you may be actually going to maybe, what comes to mind is like a shower, whether it's a baby shower or a wedding shower or some kind of a gathering. I feel as if you're going where there's gifts are going to be exchanged. But on another level, I'm feeling this energy of you really being happy. To help or to give some energy to a situation. I just feel as if this is a very kind, nurturing, it's very pink, so I feel like you're really feeling, the love and just the nurturing. So I'm picking up a lot of that. It's almost as if you would rather, let me just kind of focus my attention over here on these people so that I don't have to deal with the fact that I might have to make a big decision. So I feel like this weekend you don't want to face what you really have to be facing. All right, you're going to leave that until Monday. For this weekend, I think you would rather spend the weekend dealing with other energies other than your own, because you are being faced with a big decision. And this weekend, I just feel you just don't want to deal with it. It's just like, no, I just want to enjoy myself, and I just want to and take care of this, and maybe go see my friend who really could use a little bit of love. It's just that kind of energy, more of a nurturing energy, because you just don't want to face what you have to face for yourself, which is fine, because I think sometimes it's really healthy for us to, when we're faced with a very big decision, because I do feel like you have a big decision, Leo, maybe by distracting us and doing things that kind of remove us from the weight of this heaviness, that, maybe we can start to gain some answers. So I feel like that's kind of your energy, Leo, all right? So that's what I got for you. All right, let's move on to my Virgos. What's going on with all of the Virgos? Boy, I'm really flying through these, aren't I? All right, Virgo. Short and sweet and to the point. That's how I'm reading today. All right, Virgo, let's see what's going on with you for the current energies for this weekend. Now, this is just like short little energies. This is like, zip, 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 3 days at most, and then on Monday I'll come back and do all new energies. But for now, let's see what the weekend looks like for my Virgos. Ooh, Virgos, we got a card flying. TikTok. All right. I feel like there's pressure. Virgo, do you have a time crunch? Are you on a deadline? Is there something that if you don't get it fixed, it's going to break down on you? I just feel as if that you are running out of time in a certain situation, especially if, you're pushing it. All right. So, TikTok, I'm feeling the crunch. I'm feeling pressure. I'm feeling stress. And here we have the blessed card reversed. And I feel like, it's just coming down to the time, you're not going to be given a luxury, of maybe having an extension or anything else. When it's time, and with this blessing card coming up reverse, it's like, it's almost as if it's out of your hands. All right. So, like it or not, ready or not, Virgo, I feel as if it is really time to make a decision in regards to something. We do have building blocks coming up here reverse. So I feel as if there is some structure in your life, Virgo, that it's crumbling. I think you were trying to maintain it, but here when it comes up reversed, it's like it just seems like you can't put the pieces together. So whatever it is that you are trying to build, it feels like it just doesn't want to be built. And if it just doesn't want to be built, see, blessing in reverse, I just feel as if, there has to be a level of acceptance that maybe this is just not meant to be. So I think this weekend you're really going to be faced with a lot of this kind of energy of, a lot of resistance. You're trying to make something build and happen, and yet, it's like the universe says, no, we're not going to build this. And you're going to try again. It's like, I'm going to try to build this. And you're going to be like, no, the universe says, no, we're not going to do this. So I feel like, you're going to really be faced with the truth this weekend as far as, whether or not you really have to continue going. Because, there's going to be a level of exhaustion, where you're just going to get really tired of trying to make something happen that just does not want to happen. And I feel like the universe is not supporting whatever it is that you are trying to build. And this weekend, you're going to have to really face it. All right, Virgo, so that's what I've got for you. Moving on, let's see what's going on for my Libras. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What's going on for my Libra for the energies of this weekend? Grateful, thankful to all of you being here. Really appreciate you all. All right, let's see. What is going on with my Libras? All right, Libra. What card comes out for you? Libra, Libra, Libra. Oops. So Libra, we have an energy of you now feeling like you're getting the support you need. All right, so here we do have a leg up coming up reversed, and then we have community, and then we have this loyal card coming up reversed. So I feel like for some of you Libras, I think you wish you had more support or more help from the people around you. Loyal heart, I think you're questioning too, whether or not somebody is really committed to either you or a situation or the work that you are doing. But I'm just really feeling that this weekend, Libra, you are really on your own. I'm not feeling like, if you reach out for help, I don't feel like help will be available. So just going to say that, because if you're thinking, oh, maybe I'll get this person to help me, they may not be available to help you. Because they have their own life going on, not because they don't want to help you. But I feel as if you're just in this position where it's just like, there's nobody you can really count on, and not even people who you thought you could count on. So this is it's going to be a challenging weekend, and you may be on the cusp of Virgo, Libra, because I'm feeling like the two of you have the same kind of energy. So whatever it is, Libra, I'm just feeling like, if you are not going to receive the support from the people around you, that maybe it's just time for you to, kind of look to yourself. Because here we have poised. I think, it's almost one of these energies where you say, all right, fine. If I'm not going to get the help, then I'm going to figure out how to do this on my own. And then I think you do it, and I think you're successful at it. So even though you may be disappointed, it really turned out to the best, because it's almost as if you find out, Libra, that you can do more than you ever thought, and all of a sudden it's just like, wow, I don't need the help of others. I can do this myself. I will figure it out. And in figuring it out, it almost empowers you. So, what seems to start out as disappointment, I think really turns into empowerment. All right, Libra. So that's what I've got for you. Now, let's turn our attentions to who's next? Scorpio. Let's see what's going on with all my Scorpios. Grateful, thankful to my Scorpios today. What's going on for all my Scorpios? We have this big aspect where Pluto goes back into Capricorn. I think that's this week. So we are feeling a real shift in, our structures and our lives. So let's see what's coming up for our Scorpio. Scorpio, you got a couple cards coming out. I feel as if you receive a message. All right. You receive a message, and it's not one that you necessarily want to hear. But I also feel as if it's almost as if, it's, how can I put this? Like it figures. It's just like whatever message it is, it's almost as if in your mind you're like, well, that figures that happened. Of course this is how it's going to go down. But there is something I feel like you are trying really to hang on to, and when in hanging on to something, I almost feel as if, there's another voice, or there's almost confirmation that's just like, you keep doing this, but, I'm telling you, you really should stop. And I feel like this is a very karmic situation with the card of the Fates. So when I do see this card of the Fates, I always like to, encourage you to really practice that serenity prayer, because this is a card of karma. It's about really accepting the things that we cannot change and changing the things that we can. So I feel as if there is a situation, Scorpio, that, that you can really make a difference and change, but you're not willing to let it go. Not yet. okay, because you're still hanging on to something. But I almost feel as if there's news or a message that kind of comes in that's really kind of tapping on your psyche, saying, you know, maybe it really is time to let this go. So this could be anything, all right? This could be a relationship, it could be a habit, it could be a job, it could be, you know, some kind of bill you've been hanging on to that you don't have to hang on to. It could be anything, but whatever it is, it's very karmic, all right, in nature. So it's really time for you to really look at what is it that you were supposed to be letting go of, Scorpio, and then let it go. So I feel as if this is a meeting of the minds, you know, your mind meeting your mind, trying to figure out what to do. All right, so let's see what is going on. And moving on to all of my Sagittarius. Karachi, I saw your message before. You know, let's wait till the end and I'll see if I can pull some cards specific to your question, all right? So hang in there and we'll see what the cards will say about that. All right, in the meantime, let's finish up the readings. I am on Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What's going on? What's going on to all of my Sagittarians at this time? Saggy, we have Unfinished Symphony jumping out for you. So there is something you need to finish. All right. So, and it may be something that, you know, you've just kind of put on the back burner. Who had this? Was it Taurus? Another sign had the same kind of energy where, you know, we need to complete something. I don't know what it is you need to complete, but there is an energy that once you complete it, you're going to feel so relieved. All right. So, you know, could be something that, oh, you've been meaning to put your resume together. You've been meaning to kind of come through. You've been meaning, you know, to do something, you know, because if you did something, you know, then you can kind of move on from it. And I feel like whatever it is, Sag, you know, this Unfinished Symphony, I mean, this is something that you've started, all right? Maybe years ago, you started a book, all right? I'm just going to use this as an example. And there it sits in your computer. And boy, when you were writing it, it was good, wasn't it? You were into it. You were just like type, 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 type. I mean, you were doing it. And then all of a sudden you just stopped, right? And the book is now sitting in your computer. You haven't looked at it in months. Maybe it's time to go back because I'm feeling like there is something that you have done. Something that you have done that really brought you a lot of pleasure, that brought you a lot of joy, almost even brought you a lot of that quiet, still meditative kind of energy while you were doing it. But I feel like it really wants to be completed, all right? So if you have some kind of a project and you know what it is, it can be a house project. Maybe you started painting a room and you never finished it. Maybe, you know, again, the garden. You started a garden, but you never, you know, kind of completed it the way you wanted. Maybe, you know, now the plants are all on sale and you should go do this weekend. You know, I just feel as if this is whatever it is, when you do it, Sagittarius, it is going to bring you this energy of just breathing and a sense of relief that, wow, I completed that. So I think that's a great energy for you, Sagittarius. I'm really happy for it. Buy the book. Yeah, I feel as if you've got to like sit down and almost discipline yourself, you know, to just finish it. Because if you finish it, you're going to feel really good. So, you know, I'm all about that because I'm a creative person and I can't even tell you how many paintings I have downstairs that aren't completed, you know. So to complete one would be really, really, you know, a milestone for me. But that's the kind of energy I'm picking up for you. Finish something that you started that you know will bring you a lot of joy once it is completed. All right, so hi Anna, I see you. You are a Taurus. Boy, Taurus really had a year, haven't they, Anna? All right, well, let me finish up these readings and then we'll pull some cards. All right, look, this came out for you, truth be told. So we'll see what's coming up for you, all right? Let's move on to my Capricorns. What's going on for my Cappies today? Grateful, thankful to all my Capricorns. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. What's going on with my Capricorns for this coming weekend? Grateful, thankful to the messages for all my Cappies. Now, some of my Capricorns I'm seeing are not very happy. Why is that? All right, let's see what's going on with my Capricorn. Milk and honey, though, is coming out. So I do feel like this summer, you may have a good summer, Capricorn. So I like that. Maybe it's definitely time for Capricorn to have a good summer. All right, let's see what cards come out for you, Cappy. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. What's going on for all my Capricorns? Well, and I think the good part is that the worst is over for you, Taurus. That's what I think. All right, let's see. Capricorn, time to follow your true north. Here. So we have the card of community coming up reversed, and then we have this card of out to sea. And when we have this card, this is about really you kind of having to move in your own direction. Now, the community card, some of you may feel as if, you just don't vibe with your group anymore, with the friends. Maybe you've outgrown a community, you've outgrown some of your friends. And I feel as if, you're a little adrift at sea as trying to find what direction it is you were supposed to go in. But I think this feeling of you not belonging to a group or an organization, really feeling like you're a part of it. I think it's one of these things that's starting to point you in another direction. And what that direction is, I don't know, but here, your intuition. So I feel as if you are really being guided, Capricorn, to really follow, your heart. Not what, because see, here's the thing about a Capricorn, right? Capricorns are very grounded. They're very responsible. You can give them keys and they're going to show up and they're going to, run the business and they're going to run the house, and they're very stoic, right? And there's a lot of responsibility that falls down on a Capricorn. But here, this is almost saying, maybe it's time to turn this responsibility, that all of the efforts that you give towards someone else's business, and making their business a success, or all of these energies that you give to someone else, and all of these energies seem to be benefiting themselves, but you're not feeling like you're getting it. So I feel like your intuition, because we do have the higher power, and it is upside down, which means it is trying to talk to you, is trying to point you in the direction you're supposed to go in. So even though you may feel maybe a little saddened by the energies around you and just feeling like you're not connecting with people, you just have to understand that this is an energy that is trying to push you to go into another direction. And, you're going to have to be pushed because, Capricorn will stay where they are for a while, trying to make it work, so to make a big move that will be very different than what you are used to, I think, it's kind of unsettling. I like to call this time the in-between. It's like you're transitioning from one life to another life. And I feel like you are in between these two lives. And this is why you're just not feeling connected to your old life. And you still haven't really found, the groundedness of a new life. So you're right in between. So this weekend, you may be feeling a little bit of that. But I'm going to really encourage you, Capricorn, to really follow your intuition. Your heart is wanting to talk to you. And your intuition is wanting to talk to you. And you have to really follow your heart, not what your head is trying to tell you. Your heart wants to talk right now. So we got to listen to it. All right. Let's move on to my Aquarians. Aquarians. How are my Aquarians today? Grateful, thankful to the energies of each and every one of you out there. So stick around. I'm almost finished. There's a couple questions came up in the chat. So I am going to turn to my tarot cards here in just a few minutes, and we'll pull some cards for you guys, all right? Because that's always fun, right? All right, let's see what's going on for my Aquarians. Grateful, thankful for the messages from my Aquas. All right, let's see what's going on. All right, so I'm feeling like there's a situation around you and another person where there could be a little bit of conflict. Or maybe there was some conflict with you and another person, because we do have chaos and conflict and this mending card. So perhaps you were involved in a situation, and it could be your sibling, it could be a friend, you know who this is, but I feel like, there is this real want, need, and desire to turn around and fix things, because we do have Imagine here. So I feel as if, there is this need to kind of figure out what can we do. We've got too much history between us to, hold grudges now. So I feel like, there is this energy around you, Aquarius, wanting to fix a situation with someone else. And it's going to require you being flexible because, when one person is ready to heal a situation, we have to be very aware and mindful if the other person is open and receptive to it as well. So I feel like, there is going to have to be a delicate dance here going into this in order to try to resolve some kind of conflict with someone who I think you really care deeply about. But I do like that this card Imagine is here because I think, there is a way that you guys can kind of come to peace of mind between the two of you. So this weekend, I do feel that some of you Aquarians will be dealing with this kind of an issue and energy. And just know that I do see a resolution. And I do see that there is some kind of a union of minds, because I think the two of you both want this to be resolved. So for whoever that is for, I wish you a lot of luck in that. The whole key in trying to mend things is to listen. So I really hope, Aquarius, that you really pull those listening skills out and really hear the other person, and the same vice versa. Make sure the other person hears you, and that's how a lot of resolution can be resolved. All right. All right, let's see what is going on. All right, Karachi, how did it all happen? Come on, you know how it happened. All right. All right, let's move on to my Pisces. All right, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What's going on with all my Pisces at this time? Grateful, thankful to each one of you. Hit that like button. Really helps me out. All right, let's see. All right, Pisces, we are at a crossroads. Here we have fork in the road. So there's a decision. We got to make a decision about something, and I feel as if it could be a decision that kind of you walk away from a situation and you're really left on your own. So some of you have been wondering whether or not it's time to move on from a situation, a relationship, and with this to the Sea card, I feel as if you have not been very happy for a while. And you may not have been happy in your home place, okay? Because we do see that, when we do have there's no place like home, it's reversed. This could actually mean inside of ourselves. It could also be our home. There's just been something just unsettling around what's going on with you and your home place. So I feel like you're at a point where you need to make a decision. And unfortunately, one of the choices is to go on your way. So this is a really introspective, deep kind of energy for you. I am getting a Yang card here reversed. So maybe this is you're dealing with a male energy that is just not happy. Maybe your husband's not happy. Maybe, your boss isn't happy. Whatever it is, I'm just feeling this very unsettled energy in a male energy, and it's just one of those things you Pisces are now really looking at. Maybe I need to make a decision and, maybe it's time to go. So this is a big energy this weekend for you Pisces. I wish it was a little happier, but I feel as if it's a very deep contemplative kind of energy for you. And I think you're really starting to look at what your next step is going to be. And it may actually be, because look, you're not happy. This just fell out. It may be having to go in another direction. So that's what I've got for this weekend. Now, these readings are just for the weekend, 72 hours, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and if you're in another part of the world, it's the next 3 days. All right, so take what works, leave what doesn't, all right? It's just you. There's a lot of you guys out there. All right, I'm going to turn to my tarot now because I do have a few people that do have some questions. And I'm going to go first with Karachi. He has a real pressing question, and we're just going to kind of turn to the tarot. And we're going to see what is going on with Karachi. He wants to know whether or not there is a child. Let's see. Do you have a child that you don't know about, male or female, possibly, and if you're going to meet them? So let's first start out with whether or not there is a child. So how I read the cards in trying to find a yes or no answer, if the card comes up upright, it's usually a yes. And if it comes up reversed, it's a no. Um, but that being said, sometimes there's a card that comes up, right side up, and it has the answer in it. So let's just see. All right, so the first question out, I am using the Everyday Witch Tarot for Karachi is there a child? Is there a child that he does not know about? Is there a child that he does not know about? Grateful, thankful for the messages for Karachi. He wants to know whether or not there's a child that is his that he does not know about. You know, I keep feeling like there is not a child. Let's see. You have a lot of anxiety as to whether or not there is a child. There could be. There very well could be. I was feeling there wasn't. Okay, so these are the cards I have for you, Karachi. I do feel like there is a possibility that, yes, there is a child out there. Because I do have this Page of Wands. And interestingly enough, in this Page of Wands, we see that there's this lizard that's kind of blocking the road. And we have this cat, and it's almost like, you know, go ahead and go on your way, but don't come back. So I feel as if there could be an energy around a situation where you had a one-night stand. I have the Lovers card coming up here reversed. And we do have the Three of Cups. So I do feel like there is the possibility, excuse me, that there was a child at some point. When did it happen? I don't know. We do have the Death card here. So I'm also wondering whether or not it could have happened, you know, I want to say late fall, you know, the Scorpio season into November. Maybe it is a Scorpio. But I do feel as if that, you know, quite possibly this could have happened in a one-night stand. It was just a real quick. I don't even think you had much connection to this person. Let me see, what else do I have? Knight of Swords. But I do see that, you know, if there is a child out there, you may decide to pursue and try to find it. But, you know, as far as when, where, and all of that, oh, Sarah, sorry, I'm just going by what it comes up. All right, so, yeah, so I do feel like, yes, quite possibly there is a child. You know, so that's what I've got for you, Karachi. Or Zare, pardon me. Pardon me. All right, let's see. Anna, what's going on with you? How about love for me and when? You are a Taurus. You know, just being a Taurus, this is a really big year for Taurus, all right? And I know several Taurus that it's like they have really been through a very difficult year, but I feel as if there's a lot of good coming towards you. So let's see, Anna, if there is love coming towards you. Let's see, Anna, what's going on with Anna? Is there love coming towards Anna? This card wants to stay out. All right, I feel like you're moving away from, you know, an energy that was a little bit turbulent. So, you know, with this turbulent energy, I do feel like you were moving away from something that, you know, was pretty difficult, and you're moving towards calmer times, you know. You know, it's funny. I feel like you need to take the time right now to heal. All right. And I feel like whatever's going on around you, there's a lot of people, you know, trying to kind of tell you what to do. But I feel as if what's really important is for you to really settle your own energies first. So I don't see anybody coming through just yet. But I do feel like there is going to be opportunities coming for you down the road. You know, this energy of you really needing to get some sleep comes up, Anna, you know, because here I have two cards with the night skies. And this card is very unsettled, you know, and it's about past kind of energy. When we have the Four of Swords coming up reversed, it's like we're still unsettled about an energy that's happened to us from the past. But I do see that there is going to be, you know, opportunity coming towards you. For now, though, really, I feel like you need to develop a relationship with you first before you invite someone else in. All right, so that's really the strong energy. All right. And then we have Dandelion Dreamer, new to, hi, welcome. Hi, Dandelion. I'm so happy you're part of my channel. Let's see, Karachi. Um, I think you're going to meet them, because I did see the Magician card come up. Right, Ozair? I do really feel that, It's kind of exciting, because I do feel like, it was one of these things where, the baby came, but now time has gone by. It would be really nice to reconnect. And good luck with that, because I think that's really beautiful. Look, there's your card. You have the Two of Cups coming up. So I do feel like there's going to be a good outcome, with you and this child. How old is the child? I got 6, so here the Lover's card came out, and it has the number 6 on it. So the child could be about 6 years old, quite possibly. I don't know. Time is really funny with the tarot. How old were you? You feel a lot of love. Yeah. Yeah, Anna, take care of you first. This is the one thing. I do a lot of readings for people in regards to relationships. And the most important thing that we can do for each other in between one relationship and another one is to fall in love with ourselves. Because we always get lost in relationships. We give too much to a person, or we don't, take care of ourselves as well as we should, because we're so busy, really focusing on the other one. For you, Anna, it's really about you. And there is somebody coming in the future. You will have love, it will come. But you know what? The kind of love you're after, Anna, is one that is matched by your vibration. So if you are in a good place, so will be the person, When I was going for a visa in the capital of Islamabad, as the girl asked me twice, I felt something. Well, there's a lot of, I got to tell you, we're in a place, just on, oh my goodness. We are in a place in time right now where we are leaving an old way of life and a new life is emerging, all right? And in doing so, a lot of people, places, things of our past are falling away and new ones are coming. And we are meeting incredible people. And right now, a lot of people are meeting their partner, And in meeting their partner, it requires an old relationship having to end so a new one can come in. And for some people, it is renewing a love with their partner. But we are really moving towards this energy of really meeting people that are on our level and like-minded, So anyway, the special person is coming to you, Anna. I really believe that. I think all of us are going to meet these special people in our lives. And if we embrace the energy of new and exciting people coming towards us, then they will. For you, is your divine wife present in Estonia? And is she 18 years old? 18's too young. 18's very young. You're asking me a lot of questions. Initial L? I don't know about the initial, because there are no initials that come through, and I'm not visually getting any kind of initials coming through. So, here's what I'm going to say to you, Anna. When you meet that person, you will know. You will know. And if you are in a relationship where you question it, that's not the one. When you meet the person, you will know that is the one. And I'm also going to tell you that sometimes the one is never the one that we think it is. It could be the person that really pushed our buttons when we first met them. And that could turn out to be your one. So stay open. But for now, focus on yourself, Anna. And just know that there is. You're going to have choices. There won't be just one person to pick from, Anna. There'll be many. So that's exciting. That's exciting. All right. I'm going to end it here. I'm going to move on. It was really fun. Take what works, leave what doesn't. I'll be back here again next Friday. So tune in. Look for all of my readings throughout the week. Be well. Having a nice weekend. And I'll see you all later. Until then, bye. All right. Bye now.